do a tag video today. It's the TMI tag. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I've still got like a bit of a sore throat, but I can talk a bit more now. I've got my cup of tea. Heavenly. And I've also got, make sure that doesn't fall. It's gonna fall. I've got a feeling it's gonna fall. I've got one of my favourite, what's going on with my voice? Some of my voice has just gone. I've got one of my favourite old school snacks. It is rainbow drops. Rainbow drops have been around for I don't know how long. I used to get them at school. They were really cheap. Basically, they're just puffed rice. My voice is making me out to be a liar. 1 second. They're just rice, like puffed up with a bit of colour on. But they're so nice. There's no quiet way to do this. That's what they look like. They're I'm trying to think if they are even nice, or whether I just think they're nice. They don't really have a flavour. They just taste of sugar. Anyway, here's me getting sidetracked by sweets. The real reason I'm on here is my TMI tag. 50 questions. I will try not to make this very long, i.e. over an hour, because I could. So, first question, what are you wearing? I'm wearing a hoodie, black pair of jeans, my mouse slippers. That's it. The only thing I'll say, this hoodie is hold on, I'm never comfy on here. It's a bit better. This hoodie, I didn't actually buy it myself. I kind of half stole it, half got given it. It was a friend's who left it round here, and he left it round here for like months and months, so I thought I'll wear it because I love hoodies. And then eventually he saw a photograph of me with it on, so he snaffled it back. And then my best friend is now going out with him, and she was having to clear out of his wardrobe. She thought, let's give that a shot, so I got my hoodie back. 2, ever been in love? Yes. Number 3, ever had a terrible breakup? No. My relationships previous to the one I'm in weren't really relationships. They lasted, I think my longest one lasted about 6 weeks. I don't really think you can have a terrible breakup from a relationship that just lasts 6 weeks. How tall are you? I am 5'8" 3/4", to be precise. That was the last time I was measured. I may have shrunk or grown. How much do you weigh? Wow, these are intrusive. I weigh 9 stone. My weight fluctuates, and I'm usually between 9 stone 6 and 9 stone 9. I don't really go much higher or much lower than that. tattoos, yes. I have one on the bottom of my back. I will not get up because there's not room. But it's the North Star, and it was a tattoo for my best friend who passed away when I was younger. Any piercings? My ears. And I had my belly button pierced when I was, God, how old was I? I was 17 when I got it done. I'm going to whisper because it sounds weird in my ears when I talk. I got it done when I was 17, and my mum hated it. She let me get it done, but she didn't like it. And I think I took it out when I was 24, just because I kind of felt that I was too old for it. I genuinely did just think, this is it, I'm too old for a belly button piercing now, so I took it out. Do I regret it? No, I wouldn't really want a belly button piercing now. OTP. OTP, by all the other videos I've seen, one true pairing, which is kind of like Bella and Edward, Hermione and Ron. It's like the best sort of couple on a film or TV show or something like that. Best pairing. Oh god, I'm going to say something and then I know that I'm going to change my mind after the video's been done. Best TV couple. It's probably going to be something stupid like Elena. Oh, do I choose Damon or Stefan? I don't know. Can I have a three-way with that? Oh, this is going to kill me. I'm just going to say Elena and Stefan. Of the Vampire Diaries, if you didn't know. Favourite show? Oh, I'm actually going through a phase at the moment of watching a lot of stuff on Netflix. I watched a full season of Vampire Diaries. Then Where do you go when you're sad? When I'm sad, I don't really go anywhere. If I'm sad, I'm usually just sad wherever I am. How long does it take you to shower? We don't have a shower in my house, which is very unfortunate. I only have a bath, which I hate. I would love a shower. When I do get an opportunity to have a shower, I'm usually in there about 45 minutes. Showers are not quick things for me. They're just a place to just stand and, oh god, they're heavenly. Absolutely love them. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? It takes, and this is a scientific fact, it takes however long I've got. If I've got 2 hours, it takes me 2 hours. If I've got 30 minutes, it takes me 30 minutes. Don't know why. I just think, oh, I've got all this time. I will just take all of this time. It's really stupid, but it depends how much time I've got. Ever been in a physical fight? No. never speak to them again. Meaning behind your YouTube name? It's a good question. Well, ASMR, because it's an ASMR channel. Angel. I kind of liked the initial thing was because I liked the alliteration. I liked ASMR Angel. And I'd seen a comment from someone ages ago, that's before my channel, that was saying this was like heaven, and I just kind of popped into my head that there was an angel giving someone ASMR, and that sort of stuck in my head, but it was mainly just because it began with A. That sounds really lame. Last book you read? I don't read many. The last book I read all the way through to the end was actually A Fault in Our Stars by John Green, which if you've not read it, read it. I read a particular section on a plane, and I was like snot and tears everywhere. Oh my goodness, such a good book. I'm in the middle of reading a book called something boy. I don't even know. That's how long it's been since I've read it. It's on my bedside table. It's a story about a policeman who's in Yorkshire. I'll put it here if I can find it. The book you're currently reading, that one. Last show you watched, Modern Family. I've totally lost my place now. Last person you talked to was my boyfriend. I FaceTimed him about an hour ago. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. Let's have a look. Texted or WhatsApped? Because I don't really text. In fact, I never text or WhatsApp. WhatsApp is my friend Chloe. The thing I actually text was that. Didn't even see it. That is a picture of a Stella counter in Boots, our local Boots. We don't get a great deal of stuff where I'm from. We get things last. Newcastle usually gets, because it's a massive city, it usually gets all the good stuff. And then we don't really get a great deal of stuff here, but we got Stella and I was over the moon. But the relationship between me and her is she's my bestie. Favourite food? Oh god, anything with sugar in it. Favourite food? God, I'll give it a scruff back. I haven't actually done my hair. It's just a bit. Oh god, I'm making it worse. Quick, tuck it in. Oh god, messed it up. Favourite food? Oh, I don't know. Teriyaki salmon. I'm having that for dinner tonight. I'm actually. Oh no, I know my favourite food. My favourite meal at the moment is spinach salad, and it's just when I make it on a crap load of spinach leaves with spring onion, peppers, tomatoes, whatever other vegetables I throw on, chorizo sausage, Tesco's finest chorizo sausage, with olive oil and balsamic vinegar. Oh my goodness, it's to die for. Place you want to visit? Florida. I would like to visit Florida. I would like to visit New Zealand, Canada. No, Florida, New Zealand, Canada. place you want to visit? Well, the last place I was in town, but holiday. My last holiday was Poland. God, I look like I go on loads of holidays. I don't. The last place was Krakow in Poland. Do you have a crush? Do I have a crush? Yeah, I'm kind of with him. Last time you kissed someone? This morning. Last time you were insulted? Last time I was insulted? I don't know. I've probably, in real life, I actually can't remember in real life. But I'm insulted in the comments all the time, so someone probably left something yesterday. Favourite flavour of sweet? Sweet as in a sweetie, or sweet as in a pudding? Favourite flavour of sweet? Licorice. I love licorice. What instruments do you play? Well, in junior school I played the recorder, then I played the French horn, then I played the tenor horn, then I played the organ, like a church organ, and piano, and then I don't play anything anymore. I enjoyed playing the instruments, but I can't read music, and I managed to sort of get through a full year of being in my school band without being able to read music. I used to take the music home and practice and just play it by ear, and then one day a music teacher gave us some music and just said, right, play it, and I was like, my face just dropped, and I had to take him outside and just said, just so you know, I can't read music. I was like, I can't play that because I can't read it, and obviously I got dropped from the band. But yeah, I can play a tune on piano, but it's all from ear. I have studied music, but I just, like, gobbledygook to me. Favourite piece of jewellery? Favourite piece of jewellery? I don't really wear anything on my hands, or on my neck, or my wrists. Excuse me, video on here. But last time you hung out with anyone? Hung out. Is that what you do when you're hanging out? Hanging out. I went for lunch with my friend last week. Or did she come round that week before? No, she came round. My friend came round for a cup of tea and some biscuits, and we hung out. Who should answer these questions next? You know what? I'm really